Hi, my name is Kiran Reddy. I'm one of the third-year internal medicine residents here at UCSF Fresno. Basically what drew me here to UCSF Fresno was I grew up in a small town 45 minutes away called Hanford. And I grew up there, I went to high school there and everything. And after I graduated, I obviously went away from the Central Valley and went to med school. And when I was applying for internal medicine, I heard about our program here. And I thought it would be an excellent idea to come over here and first actually be a medical student here. So I applied here to be a fourth-year medical student. I remember when I heard about it, I was super excited. I came over here. Most of my medical school career had been all on the East Coast, so this was a nice homecoming for me. When I came over here, I realized that this place was very unique in terms of its experience, more unique than anything I had ever experienced before in many of the other hospitals that I had been. The ancillary staff was very kind, very nice. They were always very respectful, and all the residents were all about teaching and helping the medical students learn. I remember I was an integral part of the round, which was something that was completely new to me. Most of the time, some medical students feel like whenever they're in a round that they're just there to tag along. Here, I was front and center. I had my patients that were given to me, and I was in charge of their plan. I remember one of the most things that I was very excited about was I was on wards one day, and a nurse came up to me and said, what should I do about this patient? And I said, well, this was our plan. This is what we're thinking. And I went back later to write my note, and I saw that a nurse had documented, per Dr. Reddy, we will be doing this for the patient. And I got super excited, and I called my mom and I said, guess what? For the first time ever, somebody called me doctor. And it was literally one of the most awesome feelings. And I think that was what clinched it for me. That's what said that this is a place I want to be at. This is a place where learning happens, and this is a place where patient care is super and ancillary staff is great. And so that's what really clinched it for me. And being from here, this was like a dream come true to come back to a place where I'm from and to serve a community that not only do I owe a lot to, but I'm so comfortable with and I can relate to. So that's why UCSF Fresno for me was a big deal, and that's why I'm here today. So I actually grew up in a small town not too far from Fresno called Hanford. It's about 45 minutes away. My father's actually a physician there as well. Seeing him work in his small town hospital, helping people, I remember going to the grocery store as a young kid, and I remember people being like, wow, your last name is Reddy. Is Dr. Reddy your dad? And well, he helped my grandma. My grandma came into the hospital with a heart attack. And I remember all these wonderful stories, thinking how much of an impact my dad had on a small community and how helpful he was to so many people. I think that's what really pushed me to go towards medical school. I remember always being involved in medical things since even high school and undergrad. One of my most turning point experiences was probably actually coming to UCSF Fresno when I was 15 years old. At that time, we had something called the Summer Biomedical Internship Program, which sponsors about 15 different high school students throughout the Valley. I was fortunate to be one of those high school students, and I came here to UCSF Fresno, my first time in a true hospital setting, learning campus, and being like overwhelmed by just how big everything was. And I got a chance to work side by so many doctors and an oncologist, a surgeon. I got to scrub in and see my first surgery. I think that part really kind of honed in and said, wow, we have a great opportunity here, something so big that many people don't get to experience these things. So I thought that this was a really good experience for me, and that was really my first kind of delve into medicine. And getting my feet wet there, I think, really kind of set the tone for my future in college and in medical school as well. This was always in the back of my head. Wow, I had that really great experience in UCSF Fresno. how cool would it be to go there for residency? How cool would it be to actually come back to the Valley where I grew up? And that's really what channeled me to come over here and now be here as a resident, and next year even be here as a cardiology fellow. I just found out in December I'll be accepted into the UCSF cardiovascular disease program here, a 3-year fellowship, and I'm looking forward to not only following in the footsteps of my dad, but also being here, helping the Valley, and doing what I'm passionate about. So I'm very thankful to UCSF Fresno. Doing internal medicine here is really what opened my eyes up to the scene of cardiology. And now I get to help my patients here in Fresno in a completely different fashion. So I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm Kiran Reddy, and I am UCSF Fresno.